Good morning. We are going to cover today a very intensive look, and also we're going to talk about you quite a bit throughout the whole video. We're going to learn about the full moon in Aries on October 6th. So in some countries it'll be the 7th too, okay? Your Libra reader here, my birthday is during that full moon, so I'm a little bit like antsy because full moons are usually very emotional. But welcome back to the channel. This is an informative reading for you, not so much a technical reading on feelings, but it will look at your intuition during that time. So that's kind of the bonus of the reading. Welcome back and happy birthday to you. It's our whole birthday month, so I will be saying happy birthday every day. I hope you don't mind. And the first card is the Hanged Man. Okay, but if you notice, the position we got it in is in the enlightened point. It's not in so much of the reflection. We got it in the reverse. Okay, so let's look at the Hanged Man here. Some of the themes of the full moon in Aries is it makes you act upon what you want to do. Okay, some people say, well, is it an impulse? It's an impulse on your dreams. It's what you want to do, actually. Okay. A couple of other readers. I'm going to link just one video down below who helped me a lot. She was a reader today that I felt kind of captured what that's going to be on October 6th. Page of Cups. Apologies. I'm going to take it because it's an active split in my deck. One is popping out. Queen of Cups, Cancerian or Pisces. We saw that last night, and look at this. There's one on the desk. Empress. It's a Libra time, and it does happen in Libra month, okay? It's happening in your birthday. Three of Pentacles, new groups, associations, and people. So a couple of activations here. If some of you are now doing what you want to do, let's say as a career, or it fulfills your time, it's more of like something that you feel you belong to, keywords, belong, you fit in, you're doing it. The Empress is going to be a very easy transition, or some of you are already there. These are some of the themes. How many do we have? We have 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, and there's just going to be a short break today because my brother is coming over. So to fit the videos is going to be a little bit complex for me on Sunday. Just letting you know in case you were expecting more videos today. The Empress is obviously a Taurus or Libra energy, but what's like her best quality? I'm going to give you a moment to answer that. Today is an interactive video. Just answer it in your head. Okay, so the Empress is beauty. She is made from the planet of Venus, or Taurus and Libra come from the planet of Venus. And what it instills is that it enlivens beauty within us. Therefore, it's seen on the outside. You might even want to write that down today or just memorize that I told you that. Okay, it instills that you have a good heart. Sometimes she's seen in many decks as pregnant. So that could be pregnant with ideas, an actual baby. I think here you can see it. Let me pull it up to the screen because this camera focuses. You guys see it? How it's there in the uterine lining. And then we have the Queen of Cups with, these are themes of emotional capability, somebody who is emotionally available. Now, I don't want you to think right now that you have to have a partner that has that. This is a reading about you. So if Libra is in the reading, okay, October 6th is like the height of it too. And then after that is about give or take 17 days left in Libra season. Queen of Cups, it started with this in the cycle. Steve's Love Tarot, he claims to have astrology-wise pinpointed that the last soulmate cycle began with Cancer. So let's get a clarifying card for that. I do have to give it a shuffle because yesterday was a lot of love readings, and I have to give it a shuffle today for the soul of you. So for the individual, please, no love cards. I just want to give it straight reading on just my person here. What is the Queen of Cups, please? Good morning. Thank you for attending the full moon in Aries video. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, that's too many cards. I'm going to take the one that popped out. 2 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 2 of Cups. We'll take that. There's 7 of Wands. You might be guarding your heart, like the Queen of Cups to the 7 of Wands could be that you're protective over your energy. There's some people you might have to do that with, but don't overguard yourself. There's a time and a place to do that. And also there's certain people that are befitting of your situation that need guard from you. 444 when I had looked up. There is an incoming partnership. Some of you will have a friendship, but it opens up opportunity for work. Maybe you have to get to network to even move on to a different platform. When I was a little girl, my dad's a Libra. He used to say, you have to open the first few doors to even see the perchance of opportunity. So, and that's interesting because it's coming from a Libra masculine in my family, but let alone, those aren't so important. It's just saying that we're letting go of the past, which is filled with missed opportunity. Because in hindsight 2020, during that full moon, you get to do, or you have time for the things that you want. All right. And it could be a hobby, some type of trade. Maybe you're making room also to get to know certain fields of study or something like that. So you could be adding tools to your repertoire. You could have new tarot cards. You could be using a pendulum. You could be changing some of your spiritual things or going to church and or a mosque more. Okay, so it's not just limited to the guidance that you've been with. Also, the sixth house of routines starts to change. So your routines take on a different form. You could be eating different. Okay, you could be opening your sites to collaboration and collaborating with other items, tools, and things to help you. So that's a look at how social. You have partnerships, and then you have a lot of people willing to work with you. Now remember, if you are slumpy and you carry yourself environmentally like you are sad, then these opportunities are going to be less and less in front of you. So try to be more active and open in places that you do feel comfortable. Go to places where you feel accepted and it's healthy environments. Tip number 1. Okay. There's a work thing. There's a lot of that going on. 8 of Pentacles was in most of our readings yesterday, but it can speak of opportunities where you truly desire more work and more pay. Okay. Can I get a quick shuffle for the 8 of Pentacles? Clerical reading on work and career during that time. If you're looking for more opportunities, where are you likely to find it? In your own creativity. A creator, some of you could also be making your own things. Some of you could own your own shop. It's always the Queen of Wands. I'm not disappointed. I'll tell you why my head kind of tilted. Because your creativity can sometimes have it can run dry, like you're not really utilizing it fully, or you could have a creative block. Remember though, it's only what you limit yourself by with the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is about restriction. Okay, it's a real card and it's upright. I'll talk about it maybe personally for you today. 8 of Swords are the limiting beliefs that you place upon yourself or your family or ancestry line have gone on, like diminishing your light, making you feel small. If you've noticed, whenever you've gone outside of that, you have succeeded. A lot of the times the stories that I hear are, I made it through. I actually made a point and then something happened. So if we remove the blockages, and some of you might believe there's like money blockages or somebody inhibits you from success, you might want to go after a different skill or trade. That's kind of my saying here. There's been a long break. I will clarify the 4 of Swords for you. I don't know what that's about, and another Hanged Man. So a process of reflection. Some of you could feel tired or exhausted from people, places, and things, like you've been dealing with the same environment. What is the advice for that? If some of us are there, Ace of Swords in its sideways position. So I'm going to put it by its card. The truth is, you could be the truth. You could have something to say, all right? That changes the dynamic here. Empress quality to the Ace of Swords is true understanding, and it could be between 2 people, but you have it in the sideways. So there's things there that have to be worked through. It could be a conversation between you and another, or severing a friendship and or a marriage. And some of you have already gone through those steps. It's a decision though. You've had a lot of time to do it. This is difficult because I feel it in different places. Like it could be love. It could be leaving a place of work for a long time. 2 of Swords is like, it's a genuine crossroads. That's the problem with the card, is it's a genuine crossroads. If you were your higher self though, okay, and you're on the higher self timeline, wouldn't you in fact be the Empress in its full power? Okay, which is confidence. Trying to pick it up here. Which is confidence, Taurus, right? It's about commitments. It's about self-preservation. Sometimes too, you have to separate yourself from the crowd. So there could be huge separations with family or divides of you moving, isolation, which is good for self-love too. Okay, so new moon in Aries card October 6th for the Empress. And we're going to do this slow so we get the appropriate advice. What is the Empress? Oh my God. I won't believe. That's what I like to show you. 6 of Wands, Leo, 3 of Pentacles. Again, this is just in a different tarot deck. So this says to me that you have the capability to work through these problems, not working around it or avoiding it, going through the pattern too. Because there might even be, I don't want to call it karmic, but maybe a pattern that you keep resisting or you're not allowing to finish. All right, but it's saying at the end of that, there's success. So I think this could even be more on the professional side of things. Professional improvements. Some of you too could be getting a promotion at that time. I think, and it's funny because it's a 6 card and it's happening on October 6th. I think this is actually the month after. Okay, so I think it's somewhere in Scorpio season, November 6th through 11th, where you'll see that start to form in your life. Okay, let me push some of this up. What's the apology with the Page of Cups? Why is this heavily in a lot of readings? And why does it begin with the Page of Cups? It was your second card out. So what is the Page of Cups? Thank you. You have the World. Closing it out properly. So this might look like somebody wants to talk to you for a final time. They don't have to be Capricorn. It just talks about everything media. The world can tend to be social media. They could reach out over the computer, something like that. They have a decision too coming up in their life. They're going through shifts just like you have, and they're feeling this like energy that's going on just like you. It's a process of both of you feeling it. Let's talk about the Hanged Man in terms of rumination. What's the advice after the Hanged Man? The Lovers. A connection wants to come in for you. If you have been manifesting a new person, we are going to draw cards for you now. I'm going to leave this deck, which is the Green Witch. I'm going to move to a bigger deck because there's even extra cards here. Let's go to that. Hand shuffle for the connection we see here. If you guys would like a bonus, please put a star under this video today. King of Cups, emotionally mature and sound person. Okay, in their higher timeline. So you cannot assume everybody is going to be a King of Cups, but you can detect one with discernment, for sure. Like this morning I woke up and you guys know that it's like wildfire on your phone about Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco getting married. But there's one common meme that keeps popping up. It says, she waited, she healed, and she got happily ever after. She never sought back Justin Bieber, which I think that was kind of like a karmic relationship. So if you're seeing themes like that, the King of Cups can be an emotionally sound person for you, protecting you and also honoring you. Protecting and honoring the relationship. That King of Cups can easily fall in love with Empress attributes, but this is a changed person who's taken time to work on things, especially if that's like years you've been healing, okay? And for some of you, you've been on the spiritual path for years, if I could say that, with respect to you and the work that you've done. Okay, that's the best way I could explain it because it takes a long time to get there in a healed sense. Lovers, is that the, it is, it's number 6. I confuse the 10 of Cups and the Lovers from this deck because they look alike. They look like each other. But here she is hugging a bluebird and he's wearing a top hat and it's a tight embrace. Twice in the reading. So confirmation with just 2 cards of connection, a soulmate union. If not, it starts off as friendship. Both of you can rely on one another and it's not one person doing the job. Okay, so it's an emotional balance. There's a lot more I want to say about that because you have good cards for collaboration, teaming up, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Then the Empress kind of protects this whole situation. That's the person involved. And the King of Pentacles, stability. So I'm going to show you something. That's why I use 2 decks that are kind of foreign from our initial grabbing, is that you have 2 significant points of a person. Stable here, okay? And then the King of Cups with emotional balance. EQ, IQ, all of it. So hopefully that's the person. Let's see what else is going on that full moon. Temperance with the red umbrella. Some of you are so at peace now, and it's kind of like the calm before the storm. Okay, lots of changes. 8 of Pentacles, work again. What is that? I want to know why it's 8 of Pentacles every day. What is the work card? What's the work card, please, for my Libras on here? Does it change? Thank you. I'll grab that one. The Sun. It's an opportunity, or it's an aha moment of where you need to be. Some of you are already getting signs of where that comfortable place is. And the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. So it talks about you feeling like you're close to that happiness. And it could be success on the work front. All right. It's not always about love. So let's get a clarifier for the Sun and the King of Pentacles. The higher commitment with the Hierophant. I'll tell you guys a little bit of the story too. That's Scorpio, 5 of Cups. Here she's learning all of the knowledge from the Father Owl. She's just listening and like jotting down notes. And there comes a time in this story as well, in the cycle, where it's not always about being a student. After that, you get to teach. Okay, so I think maybe it's coming up on that time is when you get to teach. Let's get your clarifiers for the King of Pentacles. What is he like in the 3D? And for my Libra Page of Swords, they're already in your life. They're observing. Page of Swords to the Empress in that case, and also cards for my Libra. Okay, so they're going to start out as a friend, or it's very, very friendly. Opportunity for growth. Page of Pentacles is also, it's new. Okay, it has potential. 9 of Swords. Page of Wands. News. News. Because the Page of Wands is exciting, and it's not something that you've heard yet. Okay, usually when the Page of Wands arrives, it adds to information you already have. Fire card of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then you have the 9 of Cups. So this person is single due to the question we asked. We're going to see the highest quality of what they're watching for then in you. So you are the Empress through the full moon in Aries. It's something that you're doing here too, as far as teaching maybe, or a lot of you have already shared it with friends, family members, and maybe your kids. Knight of Cups. Ace of Cups. Potential and new beginnings, and this is a new person. I highly doubt, especially with this combo, that it's a person of the past. It's very rare when it's like that, the Empress. Okay, so it's some form of you having a massive glow up, transformation, healing. I keep getting self-preservation, and maybe there's themes of that. I want to get that in the bonus, if you guys don't mind. I think that that's going to be a big theme. You have Justice, Chariot, Page of Cups. Someone might be bringing an apology, which changes things too. And the weight of it has a flow within you, you know, to either accept, receive, or deny. So full moon in Aries, we will go through a bonus. I feel like that's important to do, and I will see you in the bonus in a little bit. I'm just getting back to a couple of you in messages.